Bartek.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Sorry for issues today.
For what issues? You're killing it. You're doing a great job.
We didn't have a replay, yeah?
I like the
last rest. This is a front side of microphone. Here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
So should we pull this out to get a little bigger reach?
Yeah.
This way.
Hello and welcome, lacrosse fans, to the Men's Lacrosse European Qualifiers 2022 here in beautiful Wrocław, Poland. This morning we got the Czech Republic versus Greece. My name is Garrett Gossorn, here with
Peter G.
and we're so happy to be back here with you, and we hope you've been enjoying the tournament so far. We got a really good game ahead of us here. We got the 3-0 Czech Republic versus the 1-2 Greek squad. The Czech Republic beat Norway 7-4, Portugal 21-0, and in an overtime thriller with Poland, they won 5-2 against the host team and their neighbors. So that was quite a game. Now, with the Greek team, we have Poland. They lost 4-9. They beat Portugal 11-2, and then they lost to Norway 2-5. So they're sitting at 1-2 on this tournament. So we're gonna see Greece is gonna have to come out firing.
Yes, sir.
And how do you feel about the Czechs? You are from the Czech Republic, so give us a little bit of information from this home squad for you. And these are some of your good friends and good buddies, and some of mine as well. So we're going to be unbiased, of course, but we do know quite a bit about this squad.
I'll be 100% biased.
Okay, I'll be the neutral one. If you hear any bias, just know that it's Peter. All the listeners back home, and to any Greek fans out there, I'm sorry, we both live in the Czech Republic. It just happened this way.
And we have to provide official disclaimer. We might be butchering all the Greek names, but we're going to try as good as we can, as always. We love you guys, and please don't be mad.
And that goes for the Czech names as well, even though I've been living there for about 8 months or so. I think I've apologized enough to the Czech men, and I won't get the names right. I'm sorry, I just won't. I try.
But to your question, there is no doubt that the Czech is going to come out firing as well.
I think they are.
One whole bag. They want to win every game to secure their spot in the World Championship, and then also practice new moves.
Yeah, exactly. They're already sitting at a nice, comfortable 3-0. They've definitely qualified. But now the next goal is why not sweep? Why not go 4-0? Right?
I would like to see that.
I would too.
But I'm also cheering for Greeks as well.
Yeah, it would be nice for them to kind of close out the tournament with a win and not have a negative percentage. It would be nice for them to sit at 500. So we'll see what these teams come out with, because Greek, I think, is going to come out really hot, and I wonder, and hopefully for the Czech Republic, hopefully they don't come out, complacent or too soft, knowing that, well, we've already qualified, we're 3-0. Maybe they get a little too fancy, maybe they don't give as much effort. It is day 5 of the tournament, so that's a grind. You know, that is a grind of a tournament. So
I believe that can happen. We have seen it before when teams secure a huge win the day before, and then to the next day they're coming a little more relaxed, and then it reflects poorly on their game.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll see what happens here, but we're definitely in store for a good game. So once again, hello and welcome, lacrosse fans, to the Men's Lacrosse European Qualifiers 2022. My name is Garrett Gosshorn, joined by
Peter G. We got Czech Republic in the red and Greek team in the white, and we're about to start.
So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the tournament so far, and we're looking for some amazing games in the last 2 days here, and let's play some lacrosse.
We got an amazing game last night, the last game of the day.
Oh my goodness.
Sweden and Finland.
I didn't stop thinking about that game. That was awesome.
Yeah.
For those of you that didn't watch that game, you should check the highlights. It was incredible, or watch the full replay for just how amazing that game was. Here we're seeing the first face-off here for the Czech Republic and the Greek. They are in a massive scrum. Ball picked up by number 41, Tomáš Hayek, who is lovingly referred to as Cobra. Could you give a little insight into why he's named Cobra?
I actually don't know, to be totally honest. He started playing lacrosse when he was super young, just being always around the clubhouse. And, he's fast. He bites.
Here we got Pavel Doshly, number 10 with the ball. With the inside, kind of missed that feed. It looked like for number 31, Szymon Kuchera. Yuri Loskot taking that shot, goes wide, shot backed up by the Czech Republic. Now we're swinging the ball around here.
Loskot's on the ball again.
Down to number 21, Tomáš Knotek. A lot of great ball movement from the Czechs so far.
That's like a business card of the Czech lacrosse. They're coming out, they're running, move the ball from the side to side.
So we got a shot and goal from number 24, Pavel Srk, with his first goal of the tournament, but he has 6 assists as well. I believe that was assisted by number 10, Pavel Doshly. Yes, it was. Or no, excuse me, sorry, that was number 18.
Jiří Loskot.
Jirka Loskot.
Jirka, nice. You're getting your Czech dialed.
Yeah, I got some of the nicknames and like the shortenings of the full names down, so working on it. Czech Republic out to a good start. First possession, first goal. If you're Greek, how do you respond to this?
Same way.
You got to get a possession first for that.
Yeah, true.
So we'll see what they can do off the face-off here. They're running an interesting face-off strategy. They had 7 guys taking face-offs.
But Andrej Striblek being successful for a second time in a row.
Number 12, Andrej Striblek. He's like 16 years old, and he's posting like a 60% win rate on his face-offs with a goal, going 100% so far. So the Greek team is running a 7-man face-off lineup. They have 2 guys taking the brunt of it, but not really any of them are posting great numbers. So I think today might be just dominated by Andrej Striblek. We will see what comes.
Maybe they're trying to figure it out yet.
I think maybe the time to figure it out was before the tournament.
True, yeah.
Pass thrown away by Lukáš Kuchera, number 5, picked off by number 13 for Greece.
Logan Haldopoulos.
Who gets it to number 39 is Nicholas Ioannou. Once again, as we get into this first Greek possession, I am so sorry for any pronunciation errors. Ball thrown away by number 9, Grayson Helm. Picked up quickly by the Czechs, and there's another possible turnover here. Yes, there is. Turned over and picked up by Logan Haldopoulos. And turned over once again.
Yeah, that's one thing that the Greek team has to keep the transitions. Can't be making too many mistakes, be a little jittery in the transition, because the Czech team is going to capitalize on that.
They're lethal with that, and that comes from their background of just heavy box across, is that it's such a fast transition game that even their transition game in the field lacrosse world is still just lethal. Number 10, Pavel Doshly, shot and goes wide. He had the overtime game winner there the other day against Poland, something that they have seen from Pavel Doshli time and time again. He's not, some of these players are 16. Pavel Doshli is not. He's been around the block and still is able to put up absolutely fantastic games and numbers and plays such high-level lacrosse that it's awesome to see like how the Czech Republic has both young and old. Like number 5 right here, Lukáš Kučera is also like 16 years old, but he's one of the best goal scorers in the Czech Republic.
And Pavel Doshli tries again. It's great to have a player like Pavel with so much experience underneath his belt. He was basically on every world championship for the Team Czech Republic.
And then you got Lukáš Kučera, Matúš Tilšer, Pavel Srk, and
Tomáš Knotek.
Tomáš Knotek.
Hit the post.
And also Josef Slavik. These are all young guys for the Czech team. So we're seeing, you know, a mix of young and old and veteran leadership, veteran talent, and also, you know, emerging talent with a lot of these.
It's a great transition of a talent.
Stefan Friedel's also a young guy. Andrej Striblek. It's a young and fast and talented squad with a lot of really heavy veteran, you know, experience as well. So them doing this well here at the qualifiers bodes really well for their. All right.
That's a nice goal from Stefan Friedel. This is 7th of the tournament.
That was a really nice inside finish there with the assist from number 31, Szymon Kučera. His second assist of the tournament. And we're looking at another face-off here for Andrej Striblek. Once again, at 100% on the day. Now we're up 2-0 for the Czech Republic in red. Greece in white, down 0-2. We got a timeout for Greece. What are you seeing so far in the first 6 minutes, Peter?
I see Czech dominating for
That
having
they
most
are.
of the position right now and taking all the shots. Greece had 2 chances to get out of their own defensive zone, but the ball ended in the Czech hands again.
Yeah, we didn't see a Greek possession at all. So going down 2-0 to kind of start the game. We were curious to see if the Czech Republic would come out flat, and that is certainly not the case here.
Yeah, I think the Czech coach Brian Whitmer had definitely was dreading the moment that the Czechs would get lazy after having secured their spot in the qualifying.
Right. So what do you think, if you're Greece, what are you telling your players? Are you listening in?
Yeah, I'm trying to listen here with what's going on over there. Because I would like to personally know if they're focusing on making a better defense or actually ironing out some mistakes in the transition.
I see. If I'm Greece, I'm telling the players not to panic.
True.
You know, stay the course. There's over 45 minutes of lacrosse to be played, so it's quite a lot of time to make a comeback. Got Brian Whitmer, coach for the Czech Republic, trying to make an appearance on the mic.
Didn't happen.
He's got a face made for radio as his own quote. Here we go with another face-off out of the timeout here.
Seems like the Greek team put on a face-off player number 9, Grayson Helm, which is the top scoring player of the team Greece, with the 7 goals and 1 assist of the tournament.
Yeah, he's been doing quite well for himself.
And we got
there.
a flag. I think it's going to be a Czech player number 12, Striblek Ondřej, for holding.
So that'll be a 30-second technical foul here on Andrej Striblek, who just kind of saved the free possession that they had. You know, the Greek player fell down, and then he got the strip of the player. So kind of helps make up, you know, rectify a little bit of the mistakes there.
And we see first position for the team Greece.
Oh,
and it was a wide shot from
bit high.
Grayson Helm.
I'd like to see them be a little more patient on this first. I know it's like their first real possession, and it's
yeah, they have to relax.
You know, they kind of got to relax a little bit.
Yeah, they're trying
Shot
again.
wide.
Like in a game of field, you can take as many shots as you want as if you make sure you have a guy by the line and secure your position, but I wouldn't bet on just a chance.
Right. So we're seeing the penalty expire for the Czech Republic. Wow, off the stick and off the pipe. Oh my goodness, a lot of ground ball, a lot of action there in the middle. Number 1, Jacob Malisek comes out of the cage to try to get that ball, and he is going to hustle to the sideline.
Against 2 Greek players.
Against 2 Greek players, wow. What a sequence of events. I'm surprised that Greece did not score that goal. That hit off the crossbar, off of the stick of Jacob Malisek. That is close. Speaking of number 1, Jacob Malisek, he was born in Prague and then moved over to the States when he was young, ended up being a practice goalie for the University of Virginia, and is their only fly-in for this tournament. So everybody else is born and fully raised somewhere in the Czech Republic. And we got to give a quick shout out because most of these guys are from Prague, Radetín. Basically, you know, Radetín is a city, but it's sub-city, but it is also in Prague. We have the first player from the second largest city in the Czech Republic, Brno.
Yes, Brno, yes.
And that is Miroslav Rajčan, and he's the first national team player from Brno. So shout out to him. Oh, nice! Trail check there by number 84, Maciej Rzezniczek.
Rzezniczek.
It's the little R with the hook over it. I'm not going to get it right, but I try. So we're seeing another possession here for the Czech Republic. A kind of not the game that they wanted to see the last 3 minutes out of that timeout, but things might change, swing in their favor with this possession. So let's see what they end up doing with it. Number 10, Pavel Doshli working on his man up top. Feed inside.
For Tomáš Procházka.
Goal for Tomáš Procházka with his 7th goal of the tournament and another assist for Pavel Doshli. He's got now 7 on the tournament. So we're now looking at 3-0 in favor of the Czech Republic in red versus Greece in white. Sun's starting to come out here. Beautiful day here in Wrocław. We got about 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter, so we're seeing a quick lead the Czechs are building, so we'll see how Greece responds. We got a holding call on Greece, so we are picking the ball up and running with the Czech Republic, number 4, Kuba Novacek. Getting the ball settled. Sounds like they're calling for number 18, Yuri Loskot, to find the matchup. They're calling loss. So a slide came, but nobody really cut for the Czech Republic there. So we're going to want to see a little bit better movement if they're going to try to keep this lead building. Right there, number 21, Tomáš Knotek, who is the leading goal scorer for the Czechs. He's got 8 so far in 3 games. Ball's moving around. Great possession here for the Czech Republic. A lot of patience being displayed.
A lot of patience, yeah. And you can see players taking the defensive Greece players one-on-one, waiting for the slide and basically starting the movement of the ball again.
Here we go. They were calling for him earlier. Now let's see what he does. On the doorstep, Tomáš Knotek from number 24, Pavel Srk, with his 7th assist of the tournament. So that is Tomáš Knotek's 9th goal of the tournament in 4 games. So he's probably hoping for 3 more, maybe get himself a hat trick average. I think he averaged something like 5 goals a game in the NBLL season in the Czech Republic this year. Something just a menace for the LCC Custodes.
Yeah, he's lethal at the crease.
So here we are. It is 4-0 with 3 minutes remaining. Face-off won by the Czechs. Now slow break up here. Little pressure from the Greeks. Big clear. Pushing the back. That's a slash. Really? Huh. Interesting no flag there. They had 2 guys on him. One pushed him in the back. One hit him in the head. Looked like from behind. Czechs are happy with possession anyways. Oh, nice dodge from behind X. Feed to a cutting Pavel Sirk. Ball kind of gets moved around here. Bring it back down to X Tomáš Procházka. Procházka. Yeah, there we go.
I got you back.
Thank you.
That was a nice
Goal!
shot
Number
from
21, Tomáš Knotek. I believe that was from Tomáš Procházka. So we are looking for the second, that is the second assist for Tomáš Procházka and the second goal of the game for Tomáš Knotek.
You got 2 in a row, one from the crease, second one from the outside shot.
So now we are looking at 5-0 in favor of the Czechs in red versus Greece in white. Did you expect them to come out this fast in this first quarter?
Not that much, yeah. I expected a little bit more resistance from the Team Greek.
Yeah, I did too.
But we'll see. It's not even over the first period yet, so.
That's true. A lot of lacrosse left to be played. 45 minutes and 57 seconds left in this game. Plenty of time for a comeback. Pavel Doshli with a big dodge from up top. 40 seconds left in this game. Testing the Greek waters there. Ball moving around here. Final 30 seconds. Let's see if they make it almost like a buzzer beater scenario or if they're going to just put their foot on the gas.
Was a nice defense by Greek player number 39.
It was.
Nico Asiano.
Lukáš Kučera, number 5, with a shot and a nice possession there. Good backup from Tomáš Knotek.
I gotta say, I like the Greece defense. They're doing great.
They are. Big hitch and roll from Pavel Doshli. 10 seconds left. Somehow finds Tomáš Knotek. Great save by number 47, Anthony Katigas in cage. Not been his favorite tournament by, my guess, 46% save rate for Anthony. But as we've kind of mentioned in previous broadcasts, the save percentage doesn't exactly show the real story. So shot wide there by Lukáš Kučera. And we are sitting at 5-0 for the Czech Republic after the first period. So
yeah, so what do you think? What do you have seen this first period?
You kind of said it best. Like, I thought there'd be a bit more resistance from the Greeks.
And if they get a position, they got rid of it really fast. Try a couple shots, basically 5 seconds in the position. That was surprising.
Yeah, like the tail of ball possession has got to be massively in favor of the Czech Republic. I would guess somewhere around 8 minutes. 2 minutes of like transition time between face-offs.
Just got me off guard with minutes. I was like, you just got me off guard with minutes. I was like, you're gonna say 98%. Then 8 minutes. Yeah, I believe so though.
With maybe even more. They probably actually had about 10 minutes out of that quarter with 2 minutes between like face-offs and stuff like that, penalty. That we had, the 30-second technical for the hold.
I think we have really seen 2 positions in the offense by the Team Greece.
Yeah, and one of them was man up, so it was free. So hopefully their offense takes a little more pride in holding the ball and being patient.
I think patience is the key.
It is, because they can't really even get into rhythm if they're going to go down and shoot and score a goal or lose the ball, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Also,
They don't have it. They don't have it.
Much smaller numbers than the Czech team.
They do.
Might play a key aspect as well.
Yeah, it's looking pretty light for a roster. An interesting thing that I just noticed is that number 47, Anthony Katagas, their starting goalie, is wearing a pair of Converse. I would imagine he's not really going to run up for a goalie goal up the field. What do you think?
He's just a fashion icon. Michael Jordan played his last game in Nike Air Jordans from 19, I don't know, super old, got his feet bleeding.
Of course. He's going out strong, right?
Yes, sir.
The Michael Jordan of Greek lacrosse, Anthony Katagas, as determined by his footwear.
I gotta say the Greek goalie has to be one of the most experienced players in a Greek team. Purely talking about his age and being around the team a lot. I actually don't know how old is he, but
I don't know either. It doesn't really say that in our statistics sheet. We only know that about the Czechs because we work and live with them. So you are from the Czech Republic, so it would help if you knew these things. It'd be surprising if I knew more than you.
Not really. You live in it every day. I've been living in the west coast of Canada for a couple of years right now, just coming to play the tournaments and see my boys.
Aha. They're going to call a withholding on the first face-off of the second quarter. Ball is going to stay with the Greeks. Now let's see what they do here. Let's see, coming out of that first quarter, really not a goal differential you want in any quarter ever, but now we're seeing it. Now we're seeing what they can do with it. Seen a bit of patience so far, so that might be something that the Greek team seem to emphasize. Big sweep dodge, great slide there from the Czechs. That is number 14, Argyris Dinoris, who is their third leading scorer for the Greeks. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist. Going for another kind of big up top sweep. Ball thrown away, picked up by the Czechs. There's number 38, lovingly referred to as JZ, who, even though he has a long pull, he plays short stick in box across, but he is not afraid to let one fly. His shot is actually terrifyingly fast for a defender.
Maybe that's your player finally to score a long pole shot from
it might
distance.
Be. I've been looking for a long distance long pole goal this whole tournament, and I haven't seen one in any of the games that I've watched or covered. So I'm looking to see it.
It's not a
Tomáš Konopčák throws the ball away into the center of the Greek defense. Off the helmet of the Greek player, and number 72, Tomáš Procházka, puts it away.
It's a beautiful fake.
Wow. That bounced off the helmet after this little ground ball scrum. So the ball comes out off his own helmet. Oh no. So number 9, Grayson Helm, was getting just demolished in front of his own crease. Ball strips, flies out of his stick, off his helmet. Number 72, Tomáš Procházka, picks it up, fakes a goalie out, puts it away. That's a demoralizing goal if you're Greek. You know, you're putting on a good stand, you kind of bat the ball down, Czech player throws it away, you're looking to capitalize on a mistake, and then all of a sudden you give a soccer header assist to football for the Europeans, of course. Football, you're like header assist to the other team. Luckily for the Greeks, though, the Czech Republic throws this one away. So, once again, we are looking to see some patience from the Greeks. Of course, they are down by 6, but there is still 42 minutes left in this game. We're only down 3 minutes in the second quarter here. Big clear. Finds its way home. Off the bounce. Nice job for the Greeks there.
That was a pretty good idea, though. You could see Czech players creating a pressure on the offensive line.
Yeah, no, that was a beautiful clear, really. Potential to get picked off, but I think kind of the way that he positioned it to bounce and the way that the receiving player moved his body to accept that pass, it allowed him to manipulate the defense in order to in order to maintain possession of the ball. So We are seeing number 14 here for the Greeks. That is Argyristinoris. Looking for a big up-top dodge, probably left to right like they're looking for. That's the third time they've done that in their 2 possessions here. Big wind-up, big shot, goes wide, maintaining Greek ball. Now, if I'm the Czechs, I would notice that they've done that sweep 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row, yeah.
I might just let them do it. Why not? If it hasn't worked so far, they haven't shown you anything else for the offense. Let's see what they do here from behind X. Early slide comes from the Czechs. They're kind of still running 2 guys on that player. There's an open man. Ball gets tipped over. Czech pressure coming in. Ball still gets thrown away for the Greeks. So a situation they probably could have came out on top with doesn't end up working out in their favor. Czechs are going to be able to get a nice, easy transition here. Get all the players that they want. A little bit of confusion for the Czechs. And Tomáš Knoček puts one away. That is his hat trick for the game. So he only needs 1 more to have a hat trick assist for this tournament, and maybe a bit more. That's going to be assisted by number 5, Lukáš Kučera. And that is his first assist of the tournament. So the young fella now giving some love to his teammates. So the score is now 7-0. About 5 minutes have elapsed in the second quarter. We got the Czech Republic in red, up 7-0 on the white team from Greece. That's going to be a push, going white ball. Yep. Oh, they're looking for a little pressure here. Czech Republic not taking their foot off the gas at all. Oh, that is a... Oh, that was kind of a dangerous pass there. Good defense, good slide, better offense. Way to carry that through the pressure. They're going to get a penalty. Ball doesn't fall. Wow. Nice shot. Good save. So we're going to see a slash on number 15, Martin Hodan. Going to be 1 minute. So the early slide not working out in their favor as far as penalty-wise goes, but they did prevent the goal. So if they're looking for another shutout, posting 2 out of the 4 games with shutouts, they maintain that. So second man-up opportunity for the Greeks. Moving it around. The Czech defense still looks aggressive. They don't look that tired.
Ball. The team Greece has a long ball in the offensive.
Oh, they do. Yes. Love it. Well, that's number 8, Aki Mavromatis. So sorry.
It's a surprising strategy.
I like it. As a goalie, you know, a friend of goalies, they always say that, you know, the hardest shot to read is from a long stick. So, oh, he goes over.
But is that a strategy you would put as a coach on, having a long ball on a point?
I've done
trying
it.
to take a shot, yeah?
Yeah, I've done it.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left in the penalty. Ball gets moved around, tipped on the shot. Oh, no.
And I checked. Martin Malinovsky got a hit.
Soaks that shot from number 39, Nicholas Ioannou. No, I love the long pull at point in the man-up situation, because if you can draw the defenders all the way down to X, like that becomes your point of emphasis. Shot from number 9, that is Grayson Helm, from the pass from Nicholas Hatzipatrakis. Goes wide left, backed up by number 14, Argyristinoris. But I think it's great because if you have a long pull that can shoot the ball quite well, or at least, you know, place it well enough to not be a detriment to your team, he's the first one back on transition. So if they get that save, then he's already ready to go in the defensive sphere. That was a really heavy-hitting offensive possession for the Greeks. They were kind of just tossing themselves around Czech defender to Czech defender. A lot of bodies being thrown. Number 3, That is Nicholas Hatzipetrakis with a nice shimmy, nice shake. Turns the corner, lets it fly, goes a little high and wide there. Backed up for the Greeks. This is their best possession by far. Behind the back shot for Nicholas Hatzipetrakis does not go. So he beat his man off the backside cut. I would have liked to see that behind the back go. That
I
was
just would like to see a little bit more, you know, like a team play from Team Greece.
Well, luckily we're seeing it now. After that penalty, it seems like something kind of clicked for them. I mean, they're still running number 8, Aki Mavromatis with the offense. So, oh wow, the behind the back attempt again. Number 32, Kubakos kind of hits him in the back. Kind of hit number 14, Argostinoris in the back. Gets away with one. No backup for the Greek. Nice behind the back attempt, going through a few defenders on the play. That was awesome.
And he was in a good spot as well.
He was. One of those is going to fall for the Greeks. I want to see him keep throwing it. Why not?
It would definitely help the team morale to score one goal. We would love to see that just to provide a better liquor section for us and our viewers.
And then to get a behind the back goal, that is like your first goal of the game. That provides quite a spark, I would imagine. So it's been a few minutes since we've seen a Czech possession. Let's see if they throw the ball away. Nope. Tomáš Knotek corrals that one in. Got number 31, Šimon Kučera, playing with his brother Lukáš Kučera, number 5. Shot wide, picked up by number 24. That's Pavel Srk. We're seeing a huge commotion on field number 3. I think that is the Netherlands over there.
Yes,
I think they just won 4-0 in their pool play, and not only did they qualify, but they dominated part of this tournament. So, oh wow, shot off the crossbar for number 72, Tomáš Procházka. Oh gosh. Procházka, looking for his hat trick of the game. What's that?
The Netherlands is known for bringing quite an entourage to every championship. They have lots of their own spectators, lots of friends coming over cheering. They're one of the loudest teams out there.
Yeah, it's been awesome to see. I noticed while during one of our breaks in between games that they had quite an entourage. Is definitely a good way to put it. So. Netherlands has every right to celebrate after going 4-0 in this tournament. That is quite a feat to come into international play and dominate in such a fashion. So here we go. Jurka Loskot here, number 18 with the ball. Stepan Friedel next to him. They're kind of giving a switch here. They're calling a loss, which is, Jurka Loskot. They like him running this offense. He's fast. He's slippery. Over to Tomáš Knotek. Shot. Low to high for number 18, Jurka Loskot. Goes far, a little high and wide there on the right side, and they are going to sub him off. So
Czechs back on the position.
I don't think the Czechs like the Greek having that nice long possession. They're giving it right back to him. Number 6, Stepan Friedel, shot wide, backed up by Tomáš Knotek. Been about a 3-minute possession here for the Czechs, following the Greek about 3-minute possession. So we're seeing better lacrosse. Neither team letting up a goal in either of these scenarios so far. Nothing crazy in transition. No massive defensive blunders. Let's see what happens. Number 5, Lukáš Kučera. Over to Tomáš Knotek, Pavel Došli, Stepan Friedel. Ball stripped. Great defense from number 5. That is Panagiotis Damianidis.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm trying. Look kind of like a ward for number 10 Pavel Došli, but they get the flag. Ball drops, so they're going to blow that dead and get the man up opportunity.
That's the first power play we have seen from Czech. Czech team.
What's that,
We will see. That's going to be a Czech first power play.
And that's going to be Thomas Riley the third for the Greeks, coming in 1 minute for a slash. So
And we see Dominik Pešek playing on a field as well.
tell us a little about Dominik Pešek.
Oh, he's just the best player in Czech Republic, hands down, in Europe, pretty much.
Tomáš Knotek with shot and goal, his fourth of the game. A very quick goal in the power play for the Czechs. So with these international rules, let me see who this assist is. 72, that's going to be Tomáš Prohacka with his second assist of the game. So he's up to 4 points of the day. So with these personal fouls, the goal actually does not release the penalty. So the Czech Republic wisely gets a very, very quick goal and a timeout.
Keeps the penalty, yeah.
Keeps the penalty alive because the clocks are running otherwise. So now they have a chance to basically, I think they're probably going to win the face-off because...
Yeah, Ondřej Stříblik was so
Has Ondřej
good, yeah.
Stříblik lost yet?
No, he hasn't lost
I don't
one.
think so.
One with the foul. It was
Oh,
a
that doesn't count.
pushing goal, yeah.
He didn't really... Yeah, he lost it. All right, fine. He lost one. off the technicality. So they're going to look to push this man-up opportunity into a 2-goal, maybe 3-goal chance here. If they can run down and get something quick, they might even just go for a third one. And that would be, if they finish this quarter 10-0 after a penalty.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see Dom in the offense again because he was hurt after the game with, was it with Poland or Portugal?
Was he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was hurt.
What happened?
Brian Whitman was concerned about him. I'm not sure if it was his knee or his ankle, but he had troubles walking. It's nice to see him on the field again.
It is nice to see him on the field again. It's not nice to play against him, I'll tell you that much.
Even though he hasn't been scoring that much this tournament, he's providing endless opportunities for his fellow players.
It's basically impossible to get the ball from him. If he has it in his stick, it always finds its way into his stick. I don't know. Like, you know how baseball players have corked bats? Somehow he has like managed to make his stick and the ball magnetized to each other. It's really strange. I have never seen a player catch such outrageous passes and then turn it into goal-scoring opportunities.
But you
like
can't even
Dom.
see where the ball enters the net. It always ends up in, but how the hell? There's no space there.
Who knows?
Yeah, always.
Especially, with their box across background, it's, the goalies are massive. Oh, so the Greeks actually down 1 man, win their first non-technically winning, or, let's see what happens. Timeout,
The
Greeks.
Greeks taking one. Love to see them win a face-off.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
I love it.
They were, before that last, couple goal sequence and with the penalty, the Greeks were playing much, much better. That was the lacrosse that we kind of expected them to come out with, that really long possession. They got some good dodges, good shots, good opportunities. And then the trend of the game kind of kicked back in. So hopefully coming out of this timeout, we got 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first half. It is 8-0 in favor of the Czechs in red, and the Greeks in white are down.
What do you think the strategy is going to be like for the last minute?
They got to
gonna go for it?
They got to get
Yeah.
a goal here. Maybe kill the penalty. They probably have about 20-30 seconds left in the penalty. Maybe it released. I didn't catch that, but
And then keep the possession all the way to the end and score.
They gotta get something though. It's one thing to go into a half kind of down. It's one thing to go in, and it's another thing to go into a half not scoring any. So coming out into the third quarter, you have 0 on the board. It's a different halftime speech as the coach. If your team scores that one in the last few seconds, it changes the dynamic of, how you address the players, how the players feel about their game and this game.
You're not just looking for like redemption goals in the second half, but you have something to build on.
Yeah, exactly. So I think with Dominik Pešek, I think it was his hamstring. I saw him getting, I saw some tape around it, saw some of that like icing spray getting sprayed on his hamstring.
Oh, the icing spray is so loved by all the Czech players. It's like a little placebo effect.
Yeah.
Spray me.
So they're running kind of this backwards. Clear opportunity. Flag
That was
is
a
down
great
for too many
move.
men. Oh, number 3. He's got to put that away after all that work.
Nicolas had 3 Petrakos.
Nice.
Nailed it.
I mean, the listeners back home, regardless of how nice we think it is.
But we hope that you guys know your boys, you know your players that you're cheering for, and please help us. And
So they're going to wave the flag here. I don't know what happened. I think that they were looking for a too many men call, and then they didn't get it. But it doesn't matter because the Czechs throw it away. So
we got Nicolas Petrakos coming back to the changing line, limping on his left foot.
yeah, he's got the big brace on his knee, and he just spent a lot of energy on that clear, getting double teamed, and he pushed through, found himself a nice dodge, and then shot that went wide. So
Got 15 seconds in the position Greece.
this is I kind of don't blame him for limping. It's the fourth game of the tournament. It's hard on the body, especially in international play. You're trying so hard. Shot does not fall for number 9, Grayson Helms, and that is going to be the end of the first half. So what are you seeing from this first half, Peter?
We have seen Team Greece definitely picking up their game a little bit, having more positions, creating opportunities. Happy to see that.
Me too. Yeah, it's something we've always.
I'm just sad they haven't scored a goal. Actually, they would be able to build on something in the second half. It creates lots of pressure on everybody.
They've had a lot of good opportunities, though. It's just none of them have seemed to kind of be as accurate as they would want. A lot of them going either high and wide or low and wide. It seems like they're trying to pick some corners, and I feel like at this point, you got to be a little less picky with your shot selection, maybe more, and just put it more on target, perhaps.
It also speaks to the quality of the Czech defense.
Yeah, that too. They're only high high opportunity shots are going.
Yeah, they're only allowing.
That's all they're being able to take. Thank you. I couldn't word that properly.
They're only allowing for Greek players actually to take on the responsibility going into 2 or 3, creating the slide and maybe passing the ball, actually taking a shot from not as good as an angle as they would maybe want.
Yeah, the Czech defense is playing with a surprising amount of energy. For a 5th day in the tournament, 4th game, they are flying all over this field, and they're sending their early slides. Their slide package is really on point, so it's not surprising to see a good team play well, but it's just surprising to see kind of the energy of the teams be so high still. It's such a stage in the competition, so that kind of just speaks to how great this team is, both as players, their coaching staff. They brought a couple trainers with them, so the rest diet I'm sure is good. So here we go. We got about 7-8 minutes left in the half. It is 8-0 in favor of the Czechs in red, Greek down in white. And we will be right back. My name is Garrett Gosthorn.
My name is Peter G, and we'll see you soon.
Hello and welcome back, lacrosse fans, to the 2022 Men's European Lacrosse Qualifiers here in beautiful Wrocław, Poland. We are back for the second half of the Czech Republic versus the Greek team. What are you seeing, Peter? What do we think for this second half? What are the keys to the game here?
We have seen definitely Team Greece getting better in transition in the ball position. They were able to keep a couple positions in a row, probably for about 3 minutes. And they created themselves some great opportunities, so we can just hope that they're just going to keep coming.
Absolutely. I think it's, I wonder, it's, you know, we started this game at 9:50 in the morning. Maybe it was something to be said about how early it was, long week. It was really hot yesterday, so maybe the sun took it out of them. But, you know, you would think the Greeks would be energized by the sun and the Czechs would,
but we have seen Czechs coming
drained.
really hard into the game this morning because they had a day off yesterday.
That's
so that
true.
maybe helped in their recuperation.
Number 12, Andrei Striblek, facing a lot of slap checks and a lot of pressure into that face-off win. He's going to get a much-deserved break here. Pavel Doshly coming on, providing that veteran leadership here. Bounce pass. He's got a short stick, and that's it to the cage if he goes left. Box players don't go left, though, right?
Oh, he does. He's quite versatile.
I'm going to get some comments from the Czechs in my
this
DMs
is,
about
Pavel's
this.
classic move. He's going to push up, and then he's going to turn down.
Yep, the roll back to the
Yeah,
inside.
that was his game-winning goal against Poland. He's able to attract multiple players and still create opportunity for himself. It kind of sucks when you're on the receiving end of it, which I was multiple times when we used to play LCC against Jižní Město games. He also has his long-time playing buddy Jakub Nováček on the team, which I haven't seen him for a couple of years actually.
Yeah, he had some kids, didn't he?
He had some kids, and he's been coaching a lot and
coaching.
And I think he's been involved in intercross actually.
Oh yeah. The
non-violent version of lacrosse.
Yeah, really good for the kids. Great ball movement on the crease there.
Pešek buries one for himself. Love to see that.
With another assist from Tomáš Procházka.
Nice.
Jeez. That is his hat trick of assists. 5 points on the day. First goal for Dominik Pešek of today. His fourth of the tournament. A surprisingly quiet tournament for him as far as points-wise, but maybe teams are kind of keying on him, and so they're able to kind of pass the ball around, not knowing some of these younger guys can really ball too. So maybe
he's there to create the opportunity for the others. He sees the game.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's not really like a lot of scouting reports you can kind of do for these tournaments, but Dominik Pešek has been a dominating name in, you know, European lacrosse.
And he's been playing on a school in States, on the Hill Academy, I think.
He played at the Hill?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's not surprising with his game.
Hill, and then he played in Victoria Shamrocks,
yeah,
Junior B. Or Junior A, actually, in BC.
So we had a turnover here by the Czechs, or they're going to give them possession. Looks like they are. So here we go, second possession for the Czechs here, 3 minutes into the second half. Scores 9-0 in favor of the Czechs. Now they're running with a guy, they only had 5, now they wisely get Szymon Kuchera out there for 6-man on offense. Ball's moving around to Stepan Friedl. This seems like a classic Czech offense. They kind of, you know, poke around up top, and then what they really want is this X dodge and then a cutter. They love these quick stick one-timers, you know, just that box across background. There it is, step down, number 31, Szymon Kuchera.
Was it a brother to brother, Kuchera to Kuchera, was it?
No, I think...
Number 5.
I think Luki's...
Lukáš from behind the net with the moves.
Was that him?
I think so. Number 5. No.
No, that's Stepan Friedl.
Oh, okay. Sorry
Stepan Friedl with the assist. Number 31, Szymon Kuchera with his first goal of the game. So right now we are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goal scorers for the Czechs. They had 9 in total before heading into this game, so you want to talk about team games. That's a pretty complete team game. You are seeing quite a lot of goals going in from Tomáš Knotek, Tomáš Procházka, and Stepan Friedl, but we're seeing everybody getting involved here. So It's one thing for a team and their, kind of their starting players to dominate, but it's another when the whole squad is getting, getting good looks and getting their reps. So we're sitting at 10-0, 5 minutes into the third quarter. We had a shot and save for number 7, Anthony Katigas. Off the shot from Mathieu Kressel. Now playing good defense here on number 9, Grayson Helm, who's somehow managing to carry, and he buries a shot. Oh my goodness. Grayson Helm, he looked like he wanted to throw that one-handed down below on the sweep through the middle. Gets his way through a roll dodge 1, 2, 2 Czech defenders. Thought about throwing it one-handed, but gets it into his second. That was a nice bouncer to go. Grayson Helm breaks the ice for the Greek.
It definitely takes the pressure. Much needed. Much needed break for the Greek.
Much needed break. Here we go for the first face-off after a Greek goal in this game. 35 minutes in. White win early. Procedure whoa! Okay, yeah, I had my sides mixed up. That is the right call. So White went early. He's going to be check ball. Jurka Loskot up top there. Kind of a long pass from Tomáš Knotek. They're getting number 31, Šimon Kučera, back out there. Just had his first goal of the game. Let's see if he goes for another one. Jurka Loskot looking for a call from the refs. Not going to get one.
Well, Jurka Loskot's going to get a
That was a check to the face there. Šimon Kučera kind of sold it, but it definitely was. And now that's a high cross check to the collarbone area.
Seems referee left him cold.
These referees are not loving the checks at the moment. And now they are still going at it. What is happening?
And Jurka Loskot's probably
What the heck is happening? Number 13, Logan Haldopoulos, playing some extremely aggressive ball, and all of a sudden we're seeing a scrum in the middle. Ugly.
That's surprising.
That is just ugly. It's one thing to be down 1-10. It's another to play, be down 1-10 and start playing dirty. Let's see what happens here. We have stopped all clocks. Referees are going to talk it out. We got number 18, Jurka Loskot, in the penalty box, already sitting for the Czechs. Nothing coming for the Greeks so far. I would be surprised if they don't have somebody, maybe two, into the box.
A goal when you've seen the Greek defender basically cross-checking.
There was 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
It was on Jurka first, and then it was on Šimon Kučera. Got hit in the face, and then he got another one cross-checking him to the collarbone.
And the first person here is Jurka Loskot for a little retaliation.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see what happens on this replay.
Oh, we haven't seen the cross-checks.
So number 13 starts to do something. Jurka does throw. He does throw his
yeah, we have
his
totally
stick down,
missed.
and then we have all these other players kind of stepping in.
We have missed the cross-checks before Jurka Loskot's retaliation.
With box across, it's basically just him trying to slip off that cross-check. So I think maybe he's just falling back on his roots of box across.
And Jurka Loskot's definitely hurt. He's been icing his hand. He's got a Czech trainer helping him in here.
I don't know if it was that or if they just love that icing spray, like you said. So we're getting a slash
Smelling
call on
salts
number
for
13. Yeah. So we got an unsportsmanlike conduct for Jurka Loskot for 1 minute, and number 13, Logan Haldopoulos, with a slashing call for Greece, which is not the call I would have given him, given the scenario, but
That's the call, and we're moving on.
check ball. Ball down to Tomáš Knotek off the pass from Pavel Doshli. And ball is bobbled. Tomáš Knotek shovel shot and in from the assist from Dominik Pešik. So Dominik notches his first assist of the day, and Tomáš Knotek, the young gun, with his 5th goal of the game.
That's a pretty good shot.
He's not sitting. Is that clock running?
10 seconds left.
Well, he stood up. I thought he had to sit in the chair. Sorry? I thought he had to sit in the chair. He stood up.
It is 11-1. There's a lot of commotion between both of these benches. This game was really under control until about 2 minutes ago, and now we're seeing frustration on both sides of the benches. We're seeing it with the referees. Now we got another flag. Now, whew, one of these teams needs to call a timeout, and they all need to take a deep breath. Would anybody like to lead both teams in some yoga? We need some deep breaths. We need some calm.
Drink a little bit of water.
Drink a little water, yeah. Let's all take a deep breath. We got some pressure coming from behind. Not able to capitalize on it. Lukasz Kuchera wisely throws that away. So Jirka Laskot back in the game, as is number 13, Logan Haldopoulos. Mathieu Kressel pulling out for number 31, Szymon Kuchera. And he's gonna just go for it right away. Jirka Laskot surveying off the cut for Lukasz Kuchera. Fast break opportunity for the Greek. Let's see what they do with it.
Thomas Reileter with the ball.
Got a long pole. I want that long pole goal from downtown. Oh. Some good pressure there from the Czechs. Grayson Helm wisely holding that one back. Getting a nice long possession here. Maybe this will kind of help ease their nerves a little bit. I don't know. Both teams are kind of playing hot-blooded at the moment. I'd like to see it cool down. Stick to the game plan. Oh, the behind the back, the third opportunity does not go.
Now we got a Czech player, Jakub Kos, heading to the penalty box.
Kubakos for a high check. Illegal body check for 1 minute. So now we are back with the Greek power play. Let's see what they can do with it. A little pressure there from the Czech defense. Grayson Helm stepping into a shot and goal.
Takes it.
Gorgeous.
This is the second goal of the game.
He's the only goal scorer for the Greeks right now, and he has had 2 absolute beauties of goals. Laser. Little time and room. Not a great angle, but doesn't matter when you put it away like that. Jeez. So his 9th of the tournament for the Greeks. He's leading the team by a hat trick in goals, his 2nd of the day. So I'm curious to see if Nicholas Hatzi Petrakos is able to kind of get himself number 3 onto the scoreboard. Same with Argyris Dinoris. Kind of the leading offensive players for the Greeks. See if they start to spark a comeback.
And we get a face-off for Team Greece.
Yeah, that's something for him. It's number 14, Argyris Dinoris, who is looking for his first points of the game. We got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this third quarter. There's Nicholas working. Wow, shovel shot goes just outside. That was, these Greek, they have a little, they like their flair, yeah. The goals and shots that they're looking for are dramatic. I like it. Greek style.
Trying to take the Czech defense by a surprise.
Something. Well, that was kind of a high check there. Shovel shot! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, by
Argyris Dinoris.
Argyris Dinoris.
Wow, they are just scoring the most ridiculous goals here. My goodness. We got myself, Peter, and some of the table. We're all watching this replay. Oh my goodness, gross.
And he's stoked. We like to see that little bit of momentum for Team Greece.
Yeah. 3-11 now. We were unsure whether or not they'd put some points on the board, and 3 goals in this quarter, and some beautiful ones at that. So I think maybe that tension that the Greeks were throwing in that defensive stand a little bit ago, maybe that's kind of, yeah.
Changed the momentum
Giving them a little
bit.
juice, yeah. Oh, that Might be a delay of game. Nope. Technical violation for the Greeks. We're going to go Czech ball, 11-3. They haven't really been playing their best lacrosse this quarter. The Czechs have kind of been, I don't know, maybe a little looser with it, perhaps. They got to get back to the game plan. They are kind of playing through the bench quite a bit.
Which is great.
Yeah, playing through the depth. Not a bad thing, but just something to note. Stepan Friedel back to Tomáš Knotek. It might be good for them to maybe, you know, get a goal with the starters, kind of calm things down for their team, perhaps. They got Dominik Pešek, Pavel Došli. Ooh, shot wide.
Big rip.
Was. Dominik Pešek, who else?
That's definitely the best offensive lineup in a Czech team that we see out there right now. The most experienced.
Oh my goodness.
And
Dominik Pešek
around
with
the
the behind
world.
the around the world. Stepan Friedel cleaning up the garbage and
Is it a
getting
goal?
that
It is a
goal.
goal.
So that'll be unassisted because it was off the shot of Dominik Pešek. The around the world doesn't fall, which is surprising for him. See, again, somehow it ends up in his stick. It doesn't ever make sense.
That was a back pass behind
Oh
the back
my
pass
goodness.
from Pavel Došli.
Wow. Stepan Widely takes a step, throws his stick further away from his body, give himself a good angle. Greek defender isn't able to kind of step in front of that shot for the save, as Anthony Katagas was still on the ground from the last save that he had made. So
I think that's the box lacrosse background, like the ability of scooping the ball right at the crease and putting it back in, quick hands.
and like his body was all the way, you know, going behind the net. He's not touching the crease, and then you know, he's still able to throw his stick and his arms the opposite direction and bury the ball. So kind of an ugly face-off there for both teams, and number 3, Nicholas Hatzipetrakis, ends up with the ball. I'd be surprised if he's off the scoring sheet as well this game, because he's got 6 goals in this tournament and 1 assist. Looking for,
That was a nice
yeah,
scoop at Martin Hoden.
he was looking for a, oh, go in the goal. Dang it.
That
You-
wouldn't be the long pole
No,
goal that you would
true.
be waiting for,
But I
but
still like those.
it's a buzzer beater, right?
Yeah. Steph Curry from 3/4 court.
So that was it. That was the third period.
That was exciting.
It was exciting. There was a little commotion going on between
lot
the
of drama,
benches.
a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Between both coaching staffs, both sets of players, the goals that were scored.
We had
That was
everybody
fun.
basically watching the same monitor here, watching the replays about what happened.
Uh-huh.
Exciting times.
That was fun. That was a fun quarter.
So we have a 1.5-minute break, and then we're back for the last period of the game. What do you think is going to happen on the Greek side? That's my biggest concern.
I wonder if they're going to try to tell their players, go all out.
Yeah,
And on a high note.
has to happen.
Yeah. They show that they can, you know, kind of let in a few less goals. That was probably their best quarter so far. And also put some into the back of the net as well. So we might see them kind of come out with that real aggression that we kind of saw in the midway point of the third quarter. As for the Czechs, I think their game plan is to not let that influence their game.
I think they're going to wait for the Greeks to come to them.
Yeah, they don't really have any need to score a lot of goals. If it happens, it happens. But, you know, they're up by 9. They're 3-0 on the tournament. They're not looking to go home hurt. They're not looking to, you know, they're not looking to destroy teams. They're just looking to play a good team game, and so far they have. So I think them kind of closing out in solid fashion will be their key. And I think for the Greeks, they got to put it all out there. This is, in a sense,
Which might create additional opportunities for a Czech team.
It
Mistakes
could.
can happen.
yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see this fourth quarter. So lacrosse fans, if you are just now joining us, we are starting the fourth quarter. It is 12-3 in favor of the Czechs in red versus the Greek in white. And we've had a really nice game so far. Czechs kind of came out really hot and heavy and got themselves a
Got a 5-6 score lead in the first period.
in the first period alone. I think the
Day off.
the
worked
shutout, yeah, the day off definitely worked, but I think the shutout ended around the 10th goal for the Czechs.
Oh, was it?
I believe so. It was quite a long
I'm
time.
really sorry for having my math totally wrong then.
That's okay. We've seen a lot of goals so far. They might call that a flag for a push. Nope. That was number 3, Nicholas Hatzipatrakas, with the face-off win and the shot. So for the Greeks, they've recovered quite well on the face-offs because they originally, like the first 5 face-offs, hadn't won anything other than a technical violation by Andrei Striblak.
And it's just, as you said, they were trying different players on the face-offs, as they always do, but now they're settled for Nicholas Hatzipatrakas.
Yeah, so he's kind of been their winning ingredient there for the Greek face-offs. And so I don't know why that took so long. It was a shot, it was Greek ball.
And you can see
And they
he's
have it on the
hungry.
wrong side of the field that they shot it out of, so I don't know what the issue with that was, but we are back to playing lacrosse. 30 seconds have elapsed in this 4th quarter. First Greek possession, let's see what they do with it. It's starting to rain here in Wrocław, a little different than the 22, 23 degrees Celsius day we had yesterday. Still nice though.
It is nice. It's a nice change.
I wonder if more players will be falling because we've seen a lot of players on this turf falling. It's not the greatest turf in the world, so I wonder if it gets wet, if we're gonna see, oh my goodness, yard sale, double team yard sale, and they're gonna call him playing without the stick, even though he was just looking for it, or it was probably withholding, stayed in the stick, which I think is kind of a silly thing, anyways, because he doesn't have it.
It's gone. Yeah.
What is he supposed to do? Cast a spell? Get out of there!
Teleported off the field.
Yeah.
That wasn't there.
We got some players in the Greek squad talking to the coaches of the Czech Republic. It's getting feisty. Referee with a nice power squat there. That was great. Good avoidance. So here we go. Czechs. 2 minutes in. Got possession here. Pavel Doshly taking it around cage. His famous push and then roll back. Bouncer goes. Pavel Doshly unassisted. His first of the game, his 3rd of the tournament. And that is going to be his 10th point of the tournament in 4 games. So veteran leadership still able to produce quality points and not just moral victories out there on the field. So
You need the players like Pavel that will take on the responsibility in the times of dire need.
of course,
In overtime.
I'm surprised
Last
he's
game of the series.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's actually playing this much because we played a tournament with Brno in Croatia. So shout out to the Croatians because they threw on an amazing tournament. So if you are listening to this and you have a chance to take your team to the Dalmatia Cup tournament in Split, Croatia, do it. It is some of the best lacrosse experiences I've ever had. The city's beautiful. The host team was amazing, very accommodating, great lacrosse, great tournament. But back to the story was that in that tournament, Pavel was not running as much as he was for this tournament. He was on vacation goal scoring mode. So he would come on, take his looks, and then get off the field. He was looking at us younger players and saying, I'm not running this tournament. So it's awesome to see he's still got the legs and he wasn't just in Croatia, slowing down actually, but it was by choice.
Like lacrosse at the beach.
Yeah, he was there to, maybe win a championship, get a little tan.
Get away from work for a little bit.
Croatian beer.
Yeah, Croatian.
So we're seeing a nice long possession here for the Czechs, and the Greek defense is getting a little pressure going out. So we're seeing Lukáš Kučera, his brother up top with him, Šimon Kučera. Pass intercepted. So a little confusion of what the coaches want. They're kind of listening for.
Šimon had himself a short stick. I think he's going to take him behind the X and goes 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been seeing from the Czechs, that they've been, pushing that top sweep, seeing what happens, and then if not, they're running it through X. Kind of a dangerous pass through the sticks there for Tomáš Knotek. Finds his man. Back to X. Yep, nice, long, slow possessions for the Czechs. I'm curious to see if they'll get a stall warning. Looking for Lukáš Kučera there. No dice. Tomáš Knotek with the hustle. Not gonna fall. So wisely, he is an attackman, but comes out on the Tomáš Knotek substitutes on the transition. They get Lukáš Kučera coming back out, usually midfielder, stayed at attack so that Tomáš Knotek could sub. Shot goes wide, and now we are seeing Czech ball.
Jacob Malasek definitely will take time to. No, he won't.
So I wonder if those 3 goals, he hasn't really seen many shots like actually on cage. I think when they've put them on cage, that looked like a ward from Pavel, but that's all right. Goalies don't call it, or referees don't call it. I think, you know, the few shots that they've actually had on cage, I want to say he's only had like a 20% save rate, maybe 25. I think maybe 1 save and 3 goals, so.
Those are dramatic shots, as you call them.
They are dramatic. And it might be something of like these really dramatic shots in addition to he's not seeing much on cage.
Unpredictable shots.
Yeah,
totally.
unpredictable, and he's not seeing anything on cage.
That
Stepan
was a
Friedl
nice dodge.
dances his way to the crease and gets stuffed by Anthony Kadagas. So I think if you look at the save percentage after the game, Jacob Malasek is not going to be too happy with what he sees, but you know, it's kind of a game of rhythm, right? And if you're not able to, as a goalie, see consistent shots that are on cage and kind of normal in nature, it kind of makes sense for these goals to be falling. Oh, let's see a pole goal. Let's see a pole goal. Wind it up. Let's see it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Just shoot it. We have yet to see a snipe from a long pole.
We're waiting.
We're
here,
waiting.
We're waiting.
If you are listening to this broadcast and you're playing in this tournament, we want it.
Yeah, we're looking for you.
First beer's on me if you do this. Find me after the game. But at least make it like top shelf or, you know, like a nice bouncer, hit a corner or something.
Now you're pushing it though.
Okay.
I just want to see it.
All right. You're right.
And it's an international recognized tournament, so we're gonna buy water for the player. There's no beers in here.
No. Beer? No, I said water here. Water here.
Right.
I will have water here for you. All right, we're going in and out of the crease for Anthony Kadagas, so it is a turnover on the Greek. He's not really hustling back into the cage. Looks like he's a little deflated here.
Is it a timeout?
Greeks are calling a timeout. 7.5 minutes left in this game. Czechs are up by 10. It's been a weird second half.
Yeah, after the commotion, it happened.
Yeah, it just feels strange.
It got colder somehow, less talking. It's happening.
Something like that. So lacrosse fans, this is the 2022 Men's Lacrosse European Qualifiers here in Wrocław, Poland. We got the Czechs in red up by 10 on the Greeks in white. And we got an interesting game so far. It's been a little back and forth at times, a bit dominating from the Czechs. At other times, at the start of the game, they came out super hot. Greeks in the second half, maybe a little too late, started to fire back. So we'll see. We'll see how they end this. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter, so we'll see how they finish out this game and this tournament for the Greeks. I'm unsure whether or not they're going to play any crossover games or anything like that between the other pool teams, but if they fall down to 1-3, which is kind of looking like they will, I don't believe that they have a crossover game in their future. I think the crossover games are more of the tiebreakers for the qualifications. So let's see what happens coming out of this timeout. And,
yeah, I wonder what the adjustment's going to be at the Team Greece.
Because
Because they took their timeout while not having position in the defense.
Yeah, weird. So if you want to talk about, the Czech Republic, living there, growing up there, we got a short amount of time if you want to give a little.
It's just a beautiful place to be. Prague and our hometown Fragin is a little cradle of lacrosse in Europe, pretty much.
You want to talk about the memorial?
Yeah, there's a tournament coming in pretty much 2 weeks. On the 27th of April, there's going to be a tournament held in Prague, Radotín. It's called Aleš Šebersky Memorial. It's a memorial tournament from our friend that I haven't had the chance to meet because he belongs to the godfathers of the Czech Republic of the tournament. But the tournament's been held for, I believe, 25th years.
25 years?
I think it's going to be a 25th edition of this tournament.
Wow.
It wasn't held during COVID.
Of course.
It's going to be so nice to be back. And it's going to be streamed on all social medias, on the YouTube channel for free. So if you're out there, you're listening, look for Aleš Hřebeský Memorial.
That is ALES space HREBSKY Memorial
Great channel.
on YouTube. Thank you. And we will both be playing, but we will also be commentating alongside our good friend Steven Stamp here. If you are, you know, experienced in the lacrosse world and watching these international competition games, Steven Stamp is a legend in the booth, and he puts us to shame. And
Always.
shame is not the right word because it's not strong enough. But Steven's amazing, and we're looking forward to giving our input alongside
He's having
his
a great
actual.
time in the tournament.
Pavel Doshly threw about
Doshly.
9 people. Then Anthony Karagas with the amazing stuff. So Pavel looking for some magic. Unable to get it. Oh, pole goal. Come on. Let's see it. Rip, 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 rip. Come on. Just shoot it. Just shoot it. We're waiting for a pole goal. We are waiting for a pole goal here. I thought that was it.
Looked like it for a second there.
He kind of started the
Loading up,
Yeah.
and then it haven't happened.
Oh man.
Akim Vromaris, we're giving you a second chance. Oh,
Number
nice
9,
goal,
Grayson
yeah.
Helm with his hat trick for the day. Brings
His
it
10th goal of the tournament.
Yeah, bringing it under a 10-goal lead for the Czechs with 5 minutes remaining and 54 seconds. Unassisted goal. Alley sweep, nice placement. Yeah, Jacob Malisek not having a great game. It's a bit colder than yesterday and a day off, plus not seeing consistent shots. You know, the last 3 goals were all wonder goals.
And I think there was a change in the net. I think that's a Josef Slavik.
Oh, that is
actually,
Josef
the young
Slavik.
gun.
So, yeah, cold coming off the bench. Yeah, hard to see the first shot. And like I said, their first 3 goals were wonder goals. So then, oh, now he's got a normal dodge and a normal shot. And he was from the sideline preparing for these crazy shovel shots and everything. Oh, feeding the middle, somehow finding him. Shot saved, Anthony Karagas. Wow. Cobra somehow corralling that pass in and getting a shot off. Dip and dunk there for number 3, Nicholas Hatzipatrakis, and that is his goal for the game. As we mentioned, he's the second leading scorer for the Greek, and we didn't think he was going to get held off the score sheet. It's a bit surprising that it's taken this long in the game, but he is not to be denied forever.
We could see him getting more anxious in the third period. He was going for the looks, and he was hungry.
He was.
It's nice to see him finally.
It is. And I
putting
think
his
that they
name
were
out
running
there.
him a bit more at midfield earlier in the game, and then he was kind of limping around, so I wonder if that was kind of a strategic choice to kind of preserve his body. Maybe it's rest, maybe it's an injury, some combination of the two. So he's sitting down at attack for the Greek right now.
Yeah, we can see him all the way in a back, deep in a Czech defensive zone.
Andrei Striblek. Whoa, great stick check there from number 4, Thomas Riley III for the Greek. Turnover, Czechs, clear opportunity for the Greek, and they are able to push this ball up to the midline. 4 minutes remaining, 8-goal difference. This is not the way that the Czechs wanted to end the game. I think if they were playing the way that they were in the first and the second quarter, we would have seen something closer to like 18-3, 18-2. So they might review this tape,
the
and
defense allowed a little bit more movement for the team Greece.
yeah, so we were saying that they were kind of coming out with a lot of fire, the Czech defense. That was kind of a high check there, Matej Kressel. So we didn't see. Wow, that's on the shoulder, bit high. It's all right. Are they calling that? Timeout white. Okay, so no penalty.
They were getting Nicholas, a little bit of breather here.
Yeah, they were. So we were mentioning that the Czechs were doing an amazing job in the first and the second quarter. Their defense, they were flying around, and they were sending early slides, and they were sending a lot of really fast movement through their rotations, and honestly, that kind of died in the second half. And I don't know if it has anything to do with being tired, because their first half
Or
was...
preserving energy for...
For what?
Yeah,
It's
for
over
what?
after
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them finish out this game strong, whether that's, I mean, we just saw a quick double team from them. That is the defense that we're used to seeing from the Czechs. I wonder if they're going to kind of finish out strong like they were in the first and the second quarter with their defense and with their offense, because the goal scoring opportunities, yes, they're playing their depth, have kind of not been falling as best as they can. It's interesting. And with the Greeks, I think if they play the game like they did third and fourth quarter,
I like to see them finishing strong. It might be their last game as well, so it might be the last game for both of these teams in the tournament. So Czechs will probably secure their win, which is going to be a success for the team and for the whole program. But I also like everybody finishing strong. Get the hopes up before the actual Worlds.
Yes.
And
even if they don't qualify, it still kind of gives them something to, you know, when the Greeks review this tape, they're going to look at this second or the third and the fourth quarter, and they're going to say, when we play like this, we can put together an amazing tournament.
We were able to pick up ourselves and get better. And
yeah. Good ball movement. Grayson Helm with the shot. Pass from Nicholas Hatzipetrakis, and that one does not fall. Grayson Helm once again with the hat trick, his 10th of the tournament, so pretty cool number for him to hit double digits in this tournament. It's not easy to come here and score that many goals in international play, and especially in only 4 games. So good for him, and shout out to him for having a solid tournament as well. I'd like to see, you know, in the coming years, I'd like to see a deeper Greek roster, and I'd like to see a bit more goal scorers. We're not seeing as high of an assist rate, I think, at all. They have maybe one. So it would be nice for them to kind of get more assists. Oh, that is a big check. Legal. Shimon Kuchera taking that from Nicholas Hatzipetrakis. Czechs wisely call a timeout. 2 minutes left. They're going to give the Czechs a breather. Again, once again, nice for the Greeks to have a little energy. You get a dodging opportunity, and you get to pancake the guy, or as the Polish would say, pankeki.
Pankeki, yeah. Pankeki the guy.
Something we learn every day.
One of the latest players probably on the roster of the Czech team.
Say that again?
That Shimon Kuchera is probably pretty light.
Yeah. Either way, you know, getting to lay somebody out.
Of course, always feels good.
Especially on a dodge and not like a slide is...
Denied.
Denied. Now the rain's starting to come down a bit more here in Wrocław. I think the Czechs are kind of used to this. The Greeks, maybe not. Mediterranean blood. Before living in the Czech Republic, I am from Washington State, basically close to Vancouver, BC, and Peter's been living in Whistler, so we are very used to the rain.
Very used to the coastal weather, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's going to do with we can finally see how the turf's going to behave in the wet weather.
Right. Hopefully the rain kind of relaxes a bit. The forecast was saying it was about a 50-60% chance. Oh, and now it is coming down.
You can probably hear it in the microphone.
You might be able to hear it in the microphone off my hood, because I'm standing out in it. Peter's under the canopy.
Do you want to come in here?
Because he's scared.
Nice,
he's scared of the rain. Just
okay,
kidding.
I'm going to do it. I'm out here fighting the elements.
All right, final 2 minutes here for the Czechs and the Greek, and we see a turnover from the Czechs. Are they going to call that a tip? That they are. So that is a tipped ball. Now we're going to see the Czechs get the ball back and maybe just hold this ball for the final 2 minutes. What do you think, Peter?
I think that might really happen. They won't be pushing anywhere in the wet.
Kind of gonna...
But my projections never really work, so...
You should start saying there's going to be no pole goals. No pole goals.
There's going to be a no pole goal.
Oh, look. Yeah, we got him.
We got
him. He's running. Yes, yes. Load up. Oh, come on.
That was a good pass.
Pitch, shoot, dude. Oh, come on. He had a lane to lower the shoulder and get himself in front of the cage. I'm surprised he didn't take that opportunity. It's number 12, Ilias Zaksaroupoulos. And we are at the final 1 minute and 19 seconds left here at the 2022 Men's Lacrosse European Qualifiers. Wrocław, Poland. Czechs in red are up 13 to the Greeks in white. Interesting to note, before that Josef Slavic goal allowed, he was at a 100% save rate in this tournament. Now, he only had 2 saves, but he was at 100%. Dominic Peshek with
nice
the
one.
top right snipe.
We had a great angle to watch this one.
That was
Probably you
perfect.
guys by the monitors.
Yeah, the camera got a nice angle on that too. Who got that assist? Did you see? We'll see it in the replay.
Tomáš Procházka.
Procházka to Dominic Peshek. Nice shot. That is Procházka's 4th assist of the game. Now sitting at 8 goals and 5 assists on the tournament. So that is good numbers.
Good
4
numbers.
games, 13 points. Good for him. Andrei Striblek kind of coming up with the face-off, losing it. They're going to call illegal procedure on white. I don't really know why. And I wonder if the Czechs are going to hold it or if they're going to put another exclamation point on this game. They were kind of dummy dodging around, just, you know, killing time, but you have a goal scoring
that's a good
opportunity,
goal.
you might as well take it. Here we go. Pole goal, pole goal, pole goal. We will get it one day. Good pressure there from Yuri Laskot. Yurka pushing him out to the corner.
That's a nice clean defense. And pays off. He strips the ball.
Yurka now
picks it
with the strip. Little help from the turf there.
I think Yuri Laskot is a player that you want on your team. He's a king of the loose ball.
3, 2, 1, and that is final here. 14-5 in favor of the Czechs here in Wrocław, Poland for the Men's Lacrosse European Qualifiers. Peter, give us a summary.
Let's go. No, it was a great
Now he
game.
can be unbiased for his
can be
Czech
unbiased, yeah.
heritage.
I'm definitely happy. I can only congratulate to the Czech team for their amazing game. They finished strong. Are 4-0 in a tournament. They secured their spot. They're definitely stoked. And I was really happy to see Greeks stepping up in the second half of the game. Yeah, they changed the momentum. They came up with the scores. They got some great looks. We almost saw a ball goal, but then it haven't happened. So we're a little disappointed in that, but we have a whole day of great lacrosse in front of us.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Garrett Gosshorn.
My name is Peter G.
And we will be on the mic for the next game. Will be Finland versus Belgium. That will be our next game. Right now you can see Latvia versus Denmark and then Norway versus Portugal. Those games are going to be played here in just a few minutes. So we will be back on the mics at 1400, 2 p.m. Central European time.
Right after lunch.
Right after lunch. We'll be fat and happy watching another good game between Belgium and Finland. Now that's going to be pretty do or die based on what we've seen with that pool and how it's shaken out. So I'm excited to see that one be played. So thank you so much again for joining us, and we hope you're enjoying this tournament.
Go lacrosse.